Imagine this. You've studied English for years. You know grammar, you know vocabulary, but when you try to speak, nothing comes out. Or maybe it comes out slow, unnatural, like a textbook sentence. That's the problem. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into how to transform your English from something that lives only in textbooks into something alive, natural, and confident in real conversations.
That's right. So many learners tell us, I can write in English, I can read English, but when I freeze, when I need to talk. And you know what? It's not because they don't know enough words. It's because they haven't practiced turning those words into speech, into living communication.
Think of it this way. Textbooks are like a recipe book. You can read the instructions, but unless you cook, you never get the taste. English works the same way. Reading rules is good, but using them in daily talk is what makes you fluent.
Exactly. And sometimes textbooks teach phrases that nobody really says in real life. For example, you might learn, I would like to purchase a beverage. But at a cafe, a natural speaker just says, can I get a coffee?
And that's what we want to help you with here. We'll guide you step by step so you can move from stiff classroom English to natural English you can use anywhere, at work, with friends, while traveling, even small talk with strangers.
So don't worry if you feel shy or stuck now. With the right phrases, the right practice, you'll soon feel your English flowing more easily.
Let's start by looking at why many learners get stuck in textbook English and how to break free into real conversation. So, why do so many learners get stuck in textbook English? One big reason is that in school, you often practice for tests, not for real life. You learn rules, you fill in blanks, but you don't get to use English in natural situations.
Exactly. And when you finally meet someone who speaks English quickly, your brain thinks, oh no, this is not from the book. What do I say now? That's when you feel frozen.
Another reason is fear. Fear of making mistakes, fear of sounding silly, fear of not being perfect. But here's the truth. Real conversation is never perfect. Even native speakers make mistakes.
That's true. We all say, or change our words in the middle of a sentence. It's normal. So if you wait until your sentence is 100% perfect before speaking, you'll never speak.
Your goal is not perfect grammar. Your goal is communication. Imagine you're at a restaurant. If you say, I want water, people understand you. It's short, it's clear, and it works. You don't need to say, I would appreciate it if you could bring me some water, please.
Yeah, unless you're writing a formal letter to the king. In daily life, simple is powerful.
And here's a tip. When you feel nervous, use short, ready-made phrases. Things like, that's great, sounds good, or I'm not sure, can you explain? These are easy, but they keep the conversation flowing.
So the real challenge is not learning more and more grammar, but learning how to take what you already know and make it sound natural in real talk.
Let's talk about the first step to move from textbook English to real conversation. It's all about listening. If you only read, your English will sound like a book. But when you listen, your ear learns the rhythm, the sound, and the flow of real English.
Exactly. Think about music. You can't play guitar well if you only read notes on paper. You have to hear the music. The same is true for English. If you only study grammar, you'll sound mechanical. But if you listen to podcasts, movies, or even short YouTube clips, you'll catch natural phrases.
And don't just listen once. Choose something short, maybe 1 or 2 minutes, and repeat it many times. Listen in the morning, then again at night. Slowly, your brain will start to remember. you'll find yourself saying the phrases without thinking.
Here's a trick I love. Pause the video or podcast, repeat the sentence out loud, and copy the speaker's voice. Copy the melody, the pause, even the emotion. This is called shadowing, and it works like magic.
Yes, shadowing is so powerful. You don't have to understand every single word at first, just copy the sound. Later, you'll notice that your pronunciation and rhythm feel more natural.
And you don't need hours. Even 5 minutes a day of focused listening and repeating can change the way you speak.
So the first step is clear. Listen daily, repeat, and shadow real English. That's how you begin to move from textbook knowledge to natural conversation. Once you start listening and shadowing, the next step is speaking. And here's the truth. You don't need a perfect sentence to speak. You just need courage.
Yes, courage is the key. Many learners wait until they feel ready. But guess what? That day never comes. You become ready by speaking. Even simple phrases like, "How are you?" or "Can I have this, please?" are a great start.
Exactly. Think of it like swimming. You can't learn just by reading about water. You have to jump in. So start small. Use one new phrase every day, at a shop, at work, or even when ordering food.
Here's a trick. Make short scripts for common situations. For example, at a cafe, you can practice, "Can I get a coffee, please?" Or, "Do you take cards?" Say them a few times at home, then use them in real life.
Yes! When you prepare like this, you feel more confident. And confidence makes your English sound natural, even if the grammar is not perfect.
And here's something funny. Most native speakers don't even notice small mistakes. They only care that you're friendly and clear.
So don't wait. Use your English today. Even a few short lines can turn into a real conversation.
And once you start speaking in daily life, you'll see how quickly your textbook English begins to transform into real, natural English.
When you start speaking, something amazing happens. Conversations don't always follow your script. And that's okay. That's actually how you grow.
Yes, because real people might answer in ways you don't expect. Maybe you ask, "How are you?" and they reply, "Not too bad." And you think, "Wait, what does that mean?"
Exactly. That's why it's important to get comfortable with short, natural replies. You don't need long sentences, just little pieces like, "I see," "That's nice," or "Really?" These keep the conversation moving.
And here's a powerful tip. Don't be afraid of silence. Many learners panic when there's a pause, but sometimes a pause is just a normal part of speaking. Take a breath, smile, and then answer.
Yes, and if you don't understand, it's fine to ask. Phrases like, "Sorry, could you say that again?" Or, "What does that mean?" show confidence, not weakness. Native speakers use these all the time.
And once you start using these small tools, you'll notice something magical. Your English starts to feel alive. It's not just words from a book anymore. It's real connection with people.
And that connection is what changes everything. It gives you motivation, courage, and the joy of using English in your daily life. Before we jump into today's practice, let's set the mood. Imagine this. You're not just studying English anymore. You're living it. You're talking to a colleague at work, meeting a friend at a cafe, or chatting with a neighbor. This dialogue will help you feel what real English sounds like, step by step. So listen closely, Repeat after us if you can, and imagine yourself right inside the conversation.
Ready? Let's go.
Hey, Mateo, how was your weekend?
Oh, it was nice. I finally had some time to relax. I went for a long walk in the park. How about you?
Pretty good. I met a friend for coffee on Saturday. We talked for hours. It felt great just to catch up.
That sounds nice. Did you go to your favorite cafe?
Yes, the one on Green Street. They know me there now. As soon as I walk in, they say, the usual.
That's perfect. I wish I had a place like that. I usually just make coffee at home.
Nothing wrong with that. Homemade coffee can be the best. But sometimes it's nice to get out, meet people, and just feel the buzz of the city.
True. Oh, by the way, I saw a new movie last night. Have you heard of it?
Which one?
It's called The Journey. It's about a young traveler who discovers new cultures. Really inspiring.
Oh, I love movies like that. Did it make you want to travel?
Absolutely. I kept thinking, I need a break. Maybe a short trip somewhere sunny.
Same here. Sometimes just a change of place gives you new energy.
Exactly. So, are you planning any trips soon?
Not yet, but I'd love to. Maybe in the summer. I'd like to visit Spain. The food, the music, the people, it's also alive.
Spain. Great choice. I went once and I still dream about the tapas.
Tapas and sunshine. What more could you want?
True. But until then, we can at least enjoy little things here, like good coffee and good company.
Couldn't agree more. That dialogue felt so real, didn't it? It was short, simple, but full of life. We didn't just answer questions. We built a real connection, step by step.
Yes. And what I love is how natural conversations don't need to be perfect. You might have noticed we didn't use long sentences. We used clear, everyday words. That's exactly what you need when you want to sound more confident.
And did you catch how we kept the flow? When I asked about the weekend, Mateo didn't just say, "It was good." He added a detail. "I went to the cafe on Green Street." Smiling. That small detail makes the talk more interesting and gives the other person something to react to.
Exactly. And notice how I also asked a question back? That's the secret to keeping a conversation alive. If you only answer but never ask, the talk will stop quickly.
Right. It's like playing tennis. You hit the ball, and the other person hits it back. That's how small talk works. A little back and forth keeps it moving.
And another thing, emotion. We smiled, we sounded curious, sometimes surprised. It's not just the words, it's how you say them. Even a simple, "Really?" or "Wow, that's nice," can make your English sound more alive.
So when you practice this kind of dialogue, don't only think about vocabulary. Think about rhythm, tone, and connection. That's what makes your English transform from textbook to real conversation.
And the good news is you can practice this anywhere, with friends, with classmates, or even by yourself in front of a mirror. The key is keep it simple, keep it natural.
Let's quickly go over some of the useful words and phrases from today's episode. These are the ones you can take straight into your daily conversations.
We practiced simple greetings like, "How's it going?" and "What's new with you?" Both are friendly and natural.
We also added details like, "I went to the cafe on Green Street," or "It was a busy day at work." Small details make your English feel alive.
And don't forget the follow-up questions. Phrases like, "Really? That sounds interesting." Or, "What about you?" These keep the talk flowing, just like a real chat.
Try shadowing these phrases with us. Repeat them out loud and use them with friends, colleagues, or even when practicing alone. Remember, practice is what transforms your English from textbook to real talk.
And if you make mistakes, don't worry. Mistakes mean you're learning. The important thing is to keep speaking.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We love helping you sound more natural, more confident, and more connected in English.
And we want to keep this journey going with you.
So if you enjoyed this lesson, make sure to subscribe to our channel, share it with a friend, and practice these phrases today. The more you use them, the more natural you'll sound.
Keep speaking, keep growing, and remember, your English can take you anywhere.
Until next time, take care, keep practicing, and happy learning.